People are saying whatever doctor he went to, they did a great job and everything, man. Listen, man, everybody needs to stop with the propaganda, man. If Drake comes out and says that he got surgery, so be it. But at this point, I don't think he did. Peace and blessings, you ugly mofos, and welcome to another episode of He Rants. I am your host, Felix Long Trousers. Man, check this out, man. If this is your first time on He Rants, I want to let you know I'm just a random guy who likes to talk about random stuff that interests me, and I just feel like I need to inform you guys about it. And if that sounds sexy or attractive to you, make sure you hit that subscribe button as well as with the post notifications. That way you always be one of the first people to hear the voice. At the same time, leave a like. I'm so damn insecure, and those likes definitely let me know I'm doing a stand-up job. At the same time, gotta buy the merch. Hopeful. Men offering females orgasms because we're so humble. Link in the description box below. But listen, man, I know you guys are probably looking at the back and be like, is that ham taro? It is ham taro, right? And a lot of y'all gonna say, why the hell does this guy have ham taro in the back? It's because it is statistically proven people who watch ham taro have large penises. Yep. So if you don't like ham taro, that's because you have a minuscule penis. I didn't make the rules, but I will tell you about it. We gotta talk about this guy, a 45-year-old pastor, man, in the DMV area, DC, Washington, DC to be exact, right? You know, pretty much right there at home for your boy right here and everything, right? This guy, Rudolph Baker Jr. or something? Baker, RJ, whatever. Let's just call him RJ and everything, right? I don't know why you would trust anybody with the name Rudolph, right? Even though he's a pastor, I'm like, there's a pastor named Rudolph? Is this the type of, establishment we want to go to? Is this the congregation we want to be a part of, right? But the reason why we're talking about this guy, because apparently he went on a PPP loan scam. Did I say his last name was Brooks? If I did say his last name was Brooks, that means it is his last name, right? But he might as well change his last name to Books because they're gonna book him. God, where am I? So apparently he made up to $1.5 million, right, through this loan scam and everything, right? In fact, he put $2.2 million, in the offshore account, probably a Swiss bank account, God knows what, right? This is the man of God. This is a man of God, using his money to do not godly things, right? He went out and used his, he apparently had a luxury car business, right, that wasn't really doing anything, right? So he decided to go out and start buying a whole bunch of luxury cars. A Bentley, 2014 Bentley. I think he bought a GMC, a 2015 BMC. What else? I think he bought a BMW, like a 2018 and stuff, right? So listen, this is why I first have to say this. You have to respect the guy, right? The reason why I say you have to respect him, it's not like he went out. He's bought a whole bunch of brand new luxury cars, right? To flaunt them out. In total, he bought about 39 luxury cars, by the way. But 39, that's freaking crazy when you think about it. But listen, man, you have to respect it just off the strength that he bought them used, right? The dates I'm talking 2014, 2013, 2018 might have been the newest one that he bought and stuff. So he's going out doing the right thing, realizing that the moment you drive that car off the lot, it drops down in value. So why should I pay an inflated price for a brand new vehicle when I can just finesse the older vehicles with lower miles? I respect it. I definitely respect that. But the problem is that you're a man of God. And you being a man of God, I don't feel like it's right that you finesse the system to get these PPP loans so you can start flaunting around your luxury cars. But believe it or not, this guy's not really going out here trying to sell these cars. These are cars that he's having just to flaunt around. Let people in the congregation know that he's a man of style and class, right? You have to respect that too, right? But I wonder, will this look bad to God? Will God take him and send him down to the fiery depths of hell alongside with Lil Nas X? That's the question I want to know. That's definitely the question I want to know, right? The guy, hey, listen, man, this is the problem when I feel with a lot of things when it comes to Christianity, because I am a Christian. I believe in God. I believe in all that stuff, right? But the thing is, when you see pastors like this that look like they're definitely in there for the moolah, for the dinero, right? People like, what's that dude in Houston, Olsen, that has a huge mansion. He got some of these guys in the super churches got private jets and stuff. Like, these guys, I'm wondering, like, man, it's cool to be blessed, but my goodness, dude, how much offering are you taking? The 10% tithes? Those 10% tithes is just getting pocketed. That's what I feel, at least. I don't know. I could be wrong. I mean, I like those little churches, right? that, you go in there and you just feel the struggle when you go in there. You're just like, yep, this offering is definitely going towards this church, because they can barely keep the lights on. And you go out, you see the pastor driving a 1998 Toyota Camry. You're like, okay, they're probably using the money for the right stuff. Not this guy. When you see those pastors come out and they got the suit with the pocket thing, that little pocket, the little cloth hanging out. Yeah, when I see that cloth, I'm like, oh, this guy got money. This guy got money. And dare I say, they put a flower in there. I'm like, oh, this guy's a millionaire. This guy's a millionaire. This guy can't be trusted. They pass around the bucket. That's why I only drop $1. I don't care how much I made that week. I'm dropping $1, right? Because you don't need all that money. $1 is good enough. How many people's in the congregation? It might be about 300 people. That's $300. That's $300. You might have 3 services that day. Boop, 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 boop. That's what, $900. That's $1,000. And you do that every week, and then you might have a Wednesday service, a Saturday service, you know what I'm saying? All that. You can find ways to make money, right? And you don't get really taxed because you guys are a religious group. But listen, man, so they got this guy, and they're pretty much saying that he's facing up to 20 years in prison, right? And I'm hoping to God, if he does go to prison, right? I'm pretty sure it'll be federal prison, so I don't know if they take butts in there, right? But if they do go in there, maybe he can, drip himself with like holy water, and maybe nobody will take his anus. We gotta talk about Carisha or something like that. Hey, you guys know who Carisha is. If you guys don't know who that is Young Miami. That's her government name, right? This is a real short story. The reason I'm talking about it is because apparently Carisha hates the fact that people are now calling her Carisha, right? And it sparked because I think a fellow rapper came out and called her Carisha. He was like, bye Carisha, pretty much implying like, bye Felicia from Friday and everything. If you haven't watched Friday, shame on you, right? What am I saying? Everybody's watched Friday, so I know you've watched it, right? But if you haven't watched The Color Purple, good for you. I've never watched The Color Purple, and I never will watch The Color Purple because I feel like I just won't like it, right? Whoopi Goldberg is so unattractive, and Oprah is very unattractive, and you guys are probably like, that doesn't take away from the good acting and all that stuff. Yeah, it actually does. Whoopi is just that ugly. Whoopi Goldberg is just that ugly. The rapper that said her name was Saucy Santana, right? Saucy Santana, I like that name, Saucy, right? I think Flossy Santana would have sounded better. I'm like, oh, whoa, what are you? Oh yeah, I'm just Flossy. They call me Flossy. That's tough, right? Can you imagine? That's some 007 stuff. You kill someone, pop, 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 and you stand over the dead body and be like, they call me Flossy. Oh, what? What? It doesn't sound pop, pop, pop. They call me saucy. That doesn't sound like, what are you be talking about? Prego here? What type of sauce we talking about? We talking about soy? Like, it's just about Flossy though. Flossy, that's, but I digress, right? So, she came on Twitter, she's like, yo, fans will keep calling me Carnisha or Carisha, whatever her name is, right? And she hates it. She's saying, everybody stop calling me that. My name is Young Miami. Call me Young Miami. And I'm here to say this. Your name ain't Young Miami, all right? Your name is Carisha. You live with that name, all right? That's the name your parents gave you. You better enjoy it. You better, internalize it. Take it. That's your government name, Carisha. I don't know what her last name is, but she's black, so it might be Jackson or Johnson or Brown. Most likely Jackson. Or maybe Washington. You know what I'm saying? You might think that's racist, but it's not racist. You know why? Because I'm black. So I can say that. Even though, I guess I can still be racist, I guess. No, it's not racist. It's not racist because I'm black. I'm going to stick with that. And at the same time, Carisha, your name is Carisha. Your name is not Young Miami. All right? And you don't spell young right. You spell it Y-U-N-G. It's Y-O-U-N-G. Come on, man. And you expect me to take you seriously? No. I don't take you seriously with that. You're an attractive hood radish type girl that I would definitely love to boink, but at the same time, I'm gonna call you by your name. Like if we were to, do the sexual thing and everything, right? If I was given a chance, if Southside would not murder me, because Southside looks like a guy who murders people. But if Southside would not murder me and we were able to do the thingy thing, when we're, doing the thing, because I'm a screamer. When I have sex, I'm a screamer. I don't know. Yeah, sometimes we're smashing. You might think it's a girl, but I'm definitely a yeller. And when I yell the girl's name. So we're definitely yelling out Carisha rather than saying Young Miami. That's more syllables too, so it doesn't sound as good when I'm. All right, I probably shouldn't have said that. We gotta talk about Lizzo, man. You guys know usually when I talk about Lizzo, it has something to do with the size of her body, her being very, very large, her being very, very plump, right? Listen, I'm not here to bash her any type of way, right? Even though she do look like a beluga whale sometimes, right? And I know what you guys are saying. How dare you make fun of her? How dare you call her an animal, a beluga whale of all things, right? The reason why I call that is because I care. right? By me bringing insults to her, right? I feel like then she realized this is not the path of life I want to live, right? It's kind of like when you're roasting a nerd, right? Look, you roast Steve Urkel and then he turns into Stefano or Cal, right? And a lot of people are going to say, no, bullying is not accepted. This is bad. No. Bullying is definitely accepted. I want people to bully me. Go ahead, bully me. I love it because it builds character, makes me stronger. Look at Lizzo. She's gotten bullied to the point right now that she has built a callus, right? A very flubby, chubby, very huge callus. But the reason why I'm talking about her is because she recently just partnered up with Dove Soap, right? And she decided to drop a picture, right? A picture of her showing all her flaws unedited, right? Showing her body just completely naked and stuff. Of course, covering the nips and such, right? Crazy thing is, I didn't even know she was editing her old videos. Her old picture, I just thought it was just like, you're big, I don't really feel like, when you're big, what are you editing at that point? You're just big. I understand some girls when they're a little bit, they got a little gut and stuff, they might edit their stomach a little bit. But when you're that big, it's nothing really to edit, right? And she's very confident, so I'm pretty sure she went out edit. But I'm assuming she's talking about like blemishes and stuff right there, right? And probably stretch marks. So she dropped the picture. I saw. The pictures, it's cool, right? Skin looked pretty alright. Something about her though. When I looked at her, there was something about the Jabba the Hutt. Jabba the Hutt. I don't know why. When I saw that, I just had like Star Wars Jabba the Hutt vibes. Really looking at it, right? And some of you guys might say it's an insult, but no. Take a second. Get off the video, look up Jabba the Hutt, come back to the video, and tell me if I'm wrong. Matter of fact, most likely I probably put the picture of Jabba the Hutt on the side so you guys can definitely look at it. See, I'm caring for you guys. I'm taking away the stress from having to go out and look for it. Now it's right there. You can see the Jabba the Hutt stuff, and she kind of looks like Meg Thee Stallion. She looks like a Meg Thee Stallion gained a lot of weight, and I mean a lot of weight. She would definitely, her and Meg Thee Stallion almost be twins. Almost, if you really look at it, right? You see it, right? Am I tripping? I'm not tripping, because they look alike. All right. Listen, I love the empowerment. I love the strength, man. I'm making jokes and stuff, but it's great, right? It's great, but it's also bad because I don't feel like being obese is healthy. And here comes the people. Oh, well, you can be skinny and you can be skinny and unhealthy, that stuff. Yes, you can, bro. But the person who's fat is a lot less unhealthy. Less healthy and stuff. Like, what the hell I'm saying. So come on, son. When she's fat, the fat is probably hitting her lungs when she lays down and all that stuff, right? You can say all that, but skinny people use drugs and some fat people use drugs too. Don't stop making excuses for the fatness. Stop. It's not like, oh my God, people are annoying me. Everybody's so scared to say it. It doesn't look good. It doesn't. Oh, there's guys that like fat girls. Yeah, it's like 5% of guys. Like legit, look at the stats. 5% of guys like fat girls, and most of the guys who are smashing the fat girls. No offense to fat girls, man. Cause there's a lot of like Lizzo's not ugly. Let's keep it a stack. Like she's not ugly, son. She's just big, right? I'm just looking out for her. A lot of the guys who go after the fat girls, right, usually can't get the girl of their dreams. They're settling. I'm sorry. I'm just saying that. I'm just saying what it is. People are scared to say it. Most of the time they're settling. Look at Fat Boy SEC. You saw the girl that he was with before he got famous, bro? That girl would look like an ice cream cone, skinny at the bottom. Top just looked like they just stuffed her inside pants or something like that, right? And then after some time, and I give him props because he stayed with her for quite some time, boom, look at the girl he got now. A lot more attractive, a lot better proportion and everything like that. Come on, bro. Like, y'all can go out here and start faking and lying and stuff, bro. Like, it is what it is. Only 5% of dudes like these big joints, bro. But no offense to big girls. Like I said, there's a lot of big girls I've seen now. I'm like, man, she's pretty, man. I would like her to lose a little bit of weight because then she would be go from pretty to bad. You know what I'm saying? And we all love those girls who are bad. We gotta talk about this guy Drake, man. This guy Drake, you guys know Drizzy Drake, man. One of the best artists out here. I don't care what anybody say, man. At this point, when an artist becomes so great, sometimes people come and say like, he's not that good. He does this. Granted, this guy Drake do be stealing a lot of people's flows, man. He definitely steals a lot of people's flow. He definitely steals a lot of people's influence, right? At one point he swore up and down he was basically Jamaican at one point, right? He didn't really say he was, but just based on saying real things and things. You have to take away the H and everything. That's how the Jamaicans like to do it, man. I respect the Jamaicans. My girls actually have Jamaicans, so whatever that means, right? Her dad is Jamaican, so I digress, right? But the reason why I'm talking about this guy Drake is because, he recently had knee surgery and everything, right? He was probably out there playing basketball and tore his ACL and such. Probably that's not the reason. I honestly, I didn't even know he had knee surgery until the story came out. And he recently had knee surgery, right? And I guess he's trying to get back in shape and everything, right? And recently a video came out with him in the gym, right, with a shirt off, and he was looking kind of jacked, right? To me, I see that he has somewhat of a still large body fat percentage, right? But that's just me being a hater. He's still very, very swole. So now people are seeing this and thinking that he may have had work done. Listen, man, this is stupid. I'm just reporting on the story just to have something to report on. This is stupid. This is completely stupid, right? This guy definitely don't look like he got work done. So, liposuction, maybe. I don't know, man. What does liposuction look like? Don't people who have liposuction, don't they have funny looking stomachs? Granted, Drake's stomach do look kind of funny, but it looks like he just working. He just has a little bit of body fat over his abs, but you could definitely see that he has regular abs and stuff. I'm not sure, man. But granted, when you have a lot of money, then hey, you can do a lot of things. You can speed up a lot of things. And maybe he could have just been doing this so that way when he isn't showing videos of him being in the gym, people can be like, oh, he's working out. He's been working out. That's how he got swole. But really, he went under the knife. I went under the knife. I'm like, listen, give me some abs. Take away the fat. Make me look proportional, everything right there. I want to go out there so hoes will see me, right? Listen, you have to understand the things men do for hoes, right? Because if he did get liposuction, which I still believe that he didn't, but if he did get liposuction, it was definitely for the hoes. You think he did it for himself? No. We're not going to go with the whole excuse of how girls always say they do stuff for themselves. They're not doing stuff for themselves. They're doing it for the attention of men, all right? They're doing it for the attention of men, right? Every time, oh, I wear makeup for myself. Then wear makeup at home. Or I dress like this for myself. Then why do I go to your house and you're not dressed like that? You're wearing sweatpants and all that stuff. You're looking comfortable. But you're doing it for yourself? You're not doing it for yourself. Okay, let me say this. You're doing it for yourself, but you're doing it for yourself for others, if that makes sense. You're trying to look good for others. I'm tired of hearing this, bro. And people just let them cry like, oh, well, they said they're doing it for themselves. No, you're doing it for male attraction. Just like the girls who say, oh yeah, I got butt shots. I'm doing it for myself. I want to have more confidence. Why is that giving you more confidence? Is it because more dudes are finding you more attractive now because you got the booty looking fat? Some of y'all go outlandish with the booties. After a while, it looks like it's looking good, but then it starts getting big and lumpy, and it looks like it's if I take a pin and go like that, it's gonna pop and a whole bunch of pus is gonna pop up with something like that. Some of y'all need to stop with the butts. Your butts is big enough. Relax, all right? Especially some of y'all definitely have potential to have big butts. All you have to do is just work out a little bit, do a few squats and everything, and then the butt is definitely going to raise. Get the right, what's that thing that girls use to gain weight? Epitome, whatever that joint is. Yeah, use that, and then, you can get your joint up there for real, man. But listen, man, I'm tired of people saying, oh, they're doing it for someone. So he's definitely possibly doing it for the hoes attractions. And if it is the case, right, he's definitely did it the right way, because there's girls leaving comments saying like, oh my gosh, Zaddy, you know it's real one. Instead of calling you daddy, they put the Z in front, call you Zaddy, right? That's tough. I've only had a handful of girls call me. No, I've had like maybe 2 or 3 girls call me Zaddy. Yeah, and the embarrassing thing about it, I had to tell them, can you call me Zaddy? I mean, to feed my ego, because they weren't just gonna call me Zaddy on their own. But I mean, in my defense though, they didn't have to call me after I told them to call me Zaddy. They could have just said like, no, I'm not calling you Zaddy, and they could have kept it pushing, but they still did it. So that's a win. People are saying whatever doctor he went to, they did a great job and everything, man. Listen, man, everybody needs to stop with the propaganda, man. If Drake comes out and says that he got surgery, so be it. But at this point, I don't think he did. I don't think he did, man. I think he's just working out. He's doing all hard work. He's trying to get back to the shape that he was before, because people forget he was already swole before this knee injury. You know what I'm saying? He's been working out. He grew the beard, and once he grew the beard, he realized I can't just have the beard and be slim. I just got getting swollen and everything, right? He was doing his thing, working out, man. I respect it. I definitely respect it. I'm doing my thing too. I'm trying to get a little more jacked and stuff. You feel me? I do a simple workouts and stuff. I just have naturally good African Nigerian genetics, right? So I just somewhat just look swole without really trying. It's just a beautiful gift. It's a beautiful gift. Some people are not that lucky. Like Lizzo. But that's all the news I got for today, man. If you stayed this long, I appreciate you. I love you, man. Make sure you hit the subscribe button as well as with the post notifications. That way you always hear the voice of long trousers. At the same time, leave a like, because I'm so damn insecure, and we need to let YouTube know to spread my voice out to the masses. And at the same time, you gotta buy the merch. Mofo, men offering females orgasms, because we're so humble. Link in the description box below. And that's all I gotta say. Peace and blessings, you ugly mofos. And I'm out.